Okay. My favorite memory that comes to my head first was Colin Gras last year. It was a real shit show, but it was super fun. Just
yes, dude.
Just so ridiculous.
Me and you right there.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Clay
walked like three hours total in like
What do you mean?
12 hours.
It was only a couple blocks.
It was just I
Just a couple blocks.
I was crawling most of the time.
So this is right when me and Lily met, and we're going to meet her, and she's on. So we're like all the way down St. Charles. Mm-hmm. Like
we're by the columns
at Peniston. Some would say.
Yes, at Peniston.
We're 2 miles away from Canal Street, and she's on Bourbon, walking towards Canal Street. And I tell Clay, I'm like, hey, let's go meet Lily and her friends, whatever. They're right there, like 10 minutes away. And he's like, and Clay is piss drunk.
I'm wasted.
He is piss drunk. And we've been at this bar forever. I've been charging my phone. I'm like, all right, let's roll.
And this is after my wallet got stolen.
Yeah, he has no wallet, no keys.
Also, he's been wearing. I don't know how many days you were there, but Clay wore the same shirt for the same 5 days.
It was for 4 or 5 days.
Oh,
4 or 5 days of just marinating. He was marinating in the same shirt.
Yeah,
he was a smelly boy.
Yeah. So we start walking. We walk probably 25 minutes before Clay says it the first time. He's like, are we almost there? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's probably like 5 or 6 more blocks. He's like, oh, okay.
It was not 5 or 6 more blocks.
Just across New Orleans.
So it's like a 3-mile walk.
Yeah.
And we get like maybe a mile and a half in, and he's like, how much further? I'm like, probably like 10 more minutes.
It wasn't mad. We were having like a nice conversation.
Yeah. We were having a good conversation.
We pick up a drink at a bar that we passed or something.
Yeah. No, so that was another like mile, and we still have like a half mile left. And Clay is like shutting down. We pull up at a bar, and I'm like, hey, can we have 2 Coronas? And she's like, sure. I charge my phone because it's like dead. And I give him one, and he's like, okay. He's like, how much longer? I'm like, bro, it's probably got to be another like 15 minutes. And he's like, okay. I'm like, okay, I got him for like 30 minutes. He's got a beer in his hand. I'm like, we can make it the rest of the way. So we're walking, and I swear to God, we're like actually 2 blocks away. And he's like, dude, we gotta like just get an Uber. I'm like, no, it's right there. It's right there. We finally made it.